On the back here, I'm just kind of rounding. We've got balls at the end of our feet. Each little toe has a little toe pad on it. And they just kind of look like just rounded balls from the back of the foot. And especially on the tinier ones, pretty much all you can see is just the ball part of the foot, of the toe, rather than the kind of the tree trunk stem, basically, of a toe. But on the first three, you can see that more than just the little ball part. So the first two are balls, and then these we're going to elongate a little bit more and have rounded at the top. And then I kind of just want to press in that extra clay as much as I can. You can also take your tool and cut it right out if you need to with like an X-Acto.
Cut the toe. Cut the toe. Off with the toe.
Yes, well, especially you get in the back when you're trying to get these little ball shapes, you get this extra clay that starts to develop. So you can just pull it down and move it into the foot as well. All right, and then I like to go from front to back often, because as you do this, the back side, when I'm working on the front, the back side will get a bit squished. And when I'm working on the front, the back is going to get a bit squished too, so I just keep switching. So I never let it get too far from being able to repair it.
Yeah.
And catch those shapes again. So all of this is just about getting to those rounded shapes. Something interesting about the foot is that the toes actually curl rather than being flat like this. They kind of do this sort of thing. And so that helps your toes look less splayed and less, well, just not as real looking if you have them tipped down like they're supposed to. There, pushes them together a bit.
Already looks good.
Yeah, they really don't take too long. Then on the back, you want to take this pad for the foot all the way to the edge here. So it splits from that little toe. And then I kind of put a little bit of indent right there. You're going to flatten it back out quite a bit since it's going to be ball jointed.
Oh, it's so cute.
And again, we switch to go the back side. If you're a beginner, don't worry about the back side of your foot. Just make it flat and easy. They'll end up going in shoes or socks, most likely anyway. All right, to get them to tip just a little bit, I just rub the top with the tool at an angle, and it makes them all just kind of turn down just a tiny bit.
Heather is asking, are there any drawbacks to having some preconditioned clay in a plastic bag, so then you can just shape it a bit quicker?
There's not really any drawback. It's just you're going to, each one of those you'll want to take out and
recondition.
Yeah, recondition just quickly, but you're right that if you had
Save
done
some
it previous, it'll probably be easier, especially if you already portioned it out too. So it's always a good idea.
Look how cute.
All right, so that's about how it is. And then it's good to take a little brush too. This is also going to help. You can just get right in there where you can't with your tool.
And next you're adding the nails, right?
Yep, next we'll add in the nails as well.
So let's try to get really close to the nails. So you're left-handed, correct?
No.
No. Oh, I thought you were working. Okay.
No. All right, so then when we do the toes, we're going to go through a couple different methods.
Okay.
This is for the toenails. It looks like I got some lint on there.
That's a perfect spot.
Maddening. That little piece off. Okay, so you can use your 3-in-1 tool. And I'm going to do that for the big tool. For the big toe. So I press in on one side, and I kind of just round it over to the other side. Press in as well. So it ends up looking about like that. And then if you don't have this tool, you can use like a rubber tip tool. And you can just draw it in. Just start on one side. I'm kind of drawing, but just kind of dragging the tool. Just kind of pressing in. So it's not, I don't want to do it at the very tip. If I did it like that, it would cut it. And you don't want it to be a cut. You want it to be like a scoring.